Hello everyone, welcome back to the strategy room. How's your day going? Good? I'm hearing good and I'm hearing not so good, but nevertheless, it's going to turn out good. I promise you it's going to get better. Question, how was your Valentine's Day? How did you celebrate? How many of you got engaged? Huh? I remember back in the day, every Valentine, the girls just was hoping and waiting that the guys would come and offer them an engagement ring. Truth be told, I was one of those girls too. But anyway, I finally got my ring and I'm happy. So I hope those of you who got your ring, I hope it turns out good for you too. Okay? So anyway, I want to have a chat with you today. Something I saw while I was in a bank recently, a local bank. Oh man, that disturbed me. And I said, I'm going to bring this to you and I want you guys to tell me who's right and who's wrong. Okay? Ready for the story? Okay. So for most of you who don't know, I'm Ketlie. I'm sorry I didn't give you my name in the beginning. But the ones who usually come, you know who I am. But I'm Ketlie for those who are here for the first time. And one of the things that I always look out for, especially in my business, is our customer service, how the customer is treated and how the staff is treated too. So I'm standing on the line. I'm just looking around, just paying attention, enjoying the view. And then I heard like a loud outburst and my head went to the attention of the teller and a customer. And the customer is so belligerent and very loud and aggressive and was just going on and on. And there was no supervisor, nowhere in sight. The teller lost it and went at it with the customer and they were going back and forth, back and forth. I just could not believe what I was seeing. Then eventually the manager came out and dealt with the situation. We're talking about a whole minute, yes, which could seem like an eternity. So I want to ask you the question. But first of all, let me tell you, the customer was complaining about having to come into the bank at least 4 times over a 2-month period to get a situation sorted out on her account. And she became, you can see that this frustration grew over time and then it finally, blew up. And the teller had to deal with it and the teller blew up too. So who was wrong? Was the teller wrong? Or was the customer wrong? Let me give you a second to think about that. Okay, I know some of you said teller, like Mr. Producer. And some people said the customer. Okay. The teller maybe, the customer maybe, but let me give you my take and then I'll ask you the question again, okay? Once, the teller's human, okay, let's just put that out there. The teller's human, and for the most part, she seemed very young, so she must not have been in the workforce she had not been in the workforce for quite some time because she appeared very young. So we see that there may be an experience issue there. And once the customers began to be belligerent, I'm thinking that the supervisor should have showed up from somewhere and really support the teller or diffuse the situation because, when a customer starts to behave in that manner, the best thing to do is to take the customer away from the lineup or away from the open area into a separate room, an enclosed room, and diffuse the situation because if you leave that customer out in the front area, then everybody is going to join. It's more like a mob mentality. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. So that wasn't done, right? So the teller was left alone to fend for herself. And I think because of her inexperience and probably lack of training, she did not do what she should have done. But truth be told, once that customer became loud, a supervisor or some authority should have showed up in a matter of seconds. Okay? Nobody showed up. So she did the best thing she knew how to do. So that tells me that there's a training issue as well. Because if she was told from the beginning when a customer becomes belligerent, please get somebody, excuse yourself from the customer and get somebody. So that may be a little training issue there too. So I would say inexperience and lack of training, okay? The customer is frustrated, and it's not personal because that customer does not even know the teller, right? So it's not personal. You can imagine having to get something dealt with expecting something to be dealt with over a 2-month period, and you were there like 4 times, and it's your money, your hard-earned money. I can understand frustration. I can understand that, the customer blew a gasket. But that could have been avoided, right? That could have been avoided. When the customer came in the first time, that situation should have gotten sorted out. And if the situation was not sorted out the first time, then someone should have called the customer. The customer should not have to come in to see what's going on with their account. Customer service at its best is seeking to serve the customer on a timely manner in an excellent fashion. And quite obvious that wasn't done. So who's at fault? I wouldn't say the teller. I wouldn't say the customer. I would say the leadership. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Next video, I'm going to tell you another story, and I'm going to ask you the same question. Who's right and who's wrong? Okay? So anyway, until then, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and do all the YouTube-y stuff. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.